everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. In today's game, a very good defense will be on the field. The Cardinals are top 10 in fewest points allowed, and they'll be up against the Rams' offense that wants to hang a big number on them.
We find ourselves at the home of the world's first retractable natural grass field as you get a look inside University of Phoenix Stadium in Glendale. So this was the scene a moment ago. The Cardinals emerging from their tunnel, and we are ready for football as the Cards get set to match up with the Los Angeles Rams. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. First carry now. This is Johnson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only they're controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. 31 yards there and a first down. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. First down carry here for Johnson. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Here we go!
On second down, Johnson. And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be third down and about the length of the football.
Here we go!
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
Here we go!
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. Now the ball comes loose. And he will score. Touchdown Cardinals. Brett Hundley. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Cardinals take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. And the Cardinals will go up 7-0. Here's Dawson now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now a first down throw. Gone. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack.
This Cardinals pass rush in 2016 got home 48 times. That's a pretty good number.
A very good number. Led the league. Is it just because the dudes that they had, or the scheme, or both, or what?
It's always the dudes first, but their scheme, attacking, pressure, they'll continue to pile up the sacks.
On second down, here's Goff. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. D.D. Westbrook is intended receiver, and it's third down. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Buying time into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
They go to Johnson again. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th.
Here we go.
Here we go with Johnson. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. David Johnson denied here on the 4th down. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turn. Second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. A tackle for loss there. 2 last week. He's tough to handle coming off the edge.
And when you talk about a defensive end, your first thought is, how does he rush the passer? That's where he makes his big plays getting into the backfield. But the best ones can play the run as well. And that's what we're seeing from him, that excellent combination of holding the point of attack and also getting upfield to make plays in the backfield.
It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. A shotgun snap for gone. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And he is knocked down from the side. So just a 3-yard return following a punt of 45. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. They find some open field here. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Now a 10th carry for Johnson. What a spin. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Again, it's Johnson. Oh, he's got some... David Johnson on his way. Touchdown, Cardinals. David Johnson with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Here's Dawson now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Here's Goff now on 2nd down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Throwing on 3rd. Goff. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Johnny Hecker now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. This is taken at the 18. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. Room here to run. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
Here we go.
They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
And he's going to be met at about the 43. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6. Throwing, Hundley underneath for Johnson. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
Now Hundley. Dancing to it. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Aaron Donald in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. We remind you, coming up later tonight, we got a good NFC battle. The Eagles and Seahawks from Seattle coming starting at 8:30 Eastern. And tomorrow we'll put a bow on Week 13 with an AFC North matchup between the Steelers and the Bengals from Cincinnati.
A hard-hitting battle right there.
That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Gone. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Goff. And he fires one, but incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And he'll take this in at the 1-yard line. Might have needed just one more block as it stands. 37-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Let's go.
They begin the drive with Johnson. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
A pickup of 5 that time and a 1st down. Here's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
And there's a nice stop for the defense. They've had a tough time containing this guy all game long, but maybe they can build a little bit off of that play, a little bit of confidence, a little bit of momentum. Yeah, every now and then you can actually tackle that guy.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Ramik Wilson coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. They'll look to throw here. Escaping the pressure right. And he finds his man. That's Butler. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. Johnson on the counter. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Here we go.
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Come on, let's go.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Forced out to his left. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And the Rams have got it back. It gained really good yardage, but that's what you tell your quarterbacks, right? Get down after you've got the run.
You don't have to prove your toughness. You know, I think that's what a lot of coaches are trying to preach to their guys. Get the yardage, get down, protect the football, and protect yourself from extra hits as well.
Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Cooper Kupp was his intended target. And it's 2nd down.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Now Goff. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27.
Well, surprise, surprise, partner. No, we know it's not a surprise. Defense, there's a reason that they are known as the no-fly zone.
And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate.
Let's go.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. David Johnson with his 13th touchdown of the year and second of the game. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. Here's Dawson now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. More from the desert after this. Second down to the offense in search of 6 yards. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting to run. Here's Goff. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked by Brandon Williams. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Really nice pick there for the reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week. And a good story on that. He said he didn't even know he won the award. His buddy had to call him. He saw him on television and said, hey, congratulations. How about that?
And I'll bet you his buddy said, well, since you didn't know, I'll just go ahead and claim the award, right? And everything that goes along with it. But the reason he won the award the previous week and what we just saw there, instincts, understanding where the play is going and being able to make a play on the football.
Come on, let's go.
He'll drop to throw. Screenplay, Johnson. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Let's go.
They'll drop to throw. He's going to air one out. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Rams will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Trying to lay one up. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's the rookie safety from Washington, Budda Baker. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
And he is going to feel that one. Knocked down hard at the 33.
Well, he was stopped on that play, but he's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And some room to work. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And before they can run this third down play, we're going to get a timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. They'll look to throw. Being chased out left. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And tough starting field position here. After the interception, here's Goff. Carrying it out deep for Woods. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And the Rams getting set to go now. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know. I would love to have been in there, because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call? Yeah. We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not. We'll find out. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a third and about 5. Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense. And that is incomplete. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard. Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away. Goff and his guys not coming off the field. They're going for this. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So 5 yards there as one of the big guys up front moved. And in a 4-3 front, you got the 2 defensive tackles right near the football. I know there's a lot of movement around there, but they're always taught to have one eye on the football. Apparently, that didn't happen. Here's Goff. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think? And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Back to the air. Goff on second down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball. Well, you know a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player? No chance at all. Way easier said. He's got a man, complete. He got 29 yards that time. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it? I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them. A good pickup there at 22. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter. Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down. Now a play fake, and it's gone. Rolling to, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
3rd and long. It's gone. Steps away to his left. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 11. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the second half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They're excited about where they are in this game.
And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
I know anytime you watch a team run the ball really well, there's some pinball effect, people bouncing off of each other. There's also some things of beauty in there when you see these nice, explosive, strong runs. And this guy, he knows how to carry the football really well and continually wants the football. Why? He knows the offensive line is going to give him great effort, and he gives great effort himself to finish off runs.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I don't know about you, partner, but I'm rubbing my eyes after that play. Did we just see that runner not get yardage? A big-time play by the defense. It does happen occasionally, even against the best running backs who are having big days.
Space to maneuver at the 40. Touchdown, Cardinals. David Johnson, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 14 on the year. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right?
Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Here's Goff. That's into the hands of Westbrook over the middle. And he gets this one all the way up to the 40. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him. And now here is another interception. Picked off near the 44. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, usually you don't think of the cornerback coming in for a no-gain play, but that's what we have there. Nice tackle.
And how about the range, too? Coming from the outside part of the play, moving his way into the inside and making that play happen. No gain for the offense, big play for the defense.
9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1. The Cardinals on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Now a handoff, Johnson. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the 1st down. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll run it now out of the gun. And room there to work it inside the 25. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Johnson. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up first and goal.
Another good run there, and now we're seeing an offense that's imposed its will on a defense. When we talk about that all the time, what does it really mean? It means that the guys on the offensive line, they feel like they can do whatever they want. They're in the huddle saying, run it again. Give us another chance to smack someone and create some space. On the defensive side of the ball, not only have they imposed their will against you, you're almost powerless to figure out what you're doing there, but you got to keep your spirit up at the same time, and they're taking that too.
Call it a loss of 2 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Here's Johnson. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here.
Come on, let's go. Run through the end.
They'll run it with Johnson. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. David Johnson taking it in. And the Cardinals add on. And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Here's Dawson now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at that time, actually.
You think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that 1st half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him. Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. The Rams on 3rd down. Just 1 conversion in 8 tries. Not good. This is 3rd and 10.
Super 66.
From the gun, here's Goff. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Now it's gone. And it is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it, and dropped it. And the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. Now, they've clearly made a conscious decision here to be more aggressive in the late stages of this game here in the second half.
And I get it. In this situation, if you want to be aggressive out near midfield, you feel good about your defense maybe, or just, hey, I thought I had a proper play call. But how about the guys that just stopped them? How good do they feel right now? Hey, you want to go for it here? We shut you down? They're over on the bench right now feeling great.
So it'll be first down here after the run. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Let's go.
On the toss, here's Johnson. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack.
Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets them back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. The Cardinals on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. On the ground, this is Johnson. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them. But all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they got it going today.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held him to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Now that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there because trying is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the 1st down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Goff now looks to throw. And this is incomplete. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. Now Johnson. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Crashing in from the end there, not to disrupt the pass game, but to disrupt the run game.
Yeah, I love the distinction, too, because the good defensive ends, they can do it all. Set the edge in the run game, make sure that no one can move it that way, and, of course, rush the passer. On that play, use his speed to get there in the run game.
And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16.
So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape for this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. But you know their defense is going to be. But we put up big points all game long. The defense is going to win one every now and then.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the fourth.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. The Rams on 3rd down, not getting the job done at all. A very poor 1 for 10. This is 3rd and 4. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it. How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that 1st down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. Give him 2 on the play there. And that leads to a Los Angeles 1st down. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. 2nd down following the run. Now they'll run it on the toss. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the 1st down marker was and getting there.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And this defense continues to give them fits. They just can't get really anything going on the ground, can they?
I love the theme that you just brought up. This defense has been tough all game long against the run. We just saw another example of it there.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down.
That looked like a two-deep coverage, which we call cover two. And what that really means is you have corners, what we call rolled up in about a 5-yard area on the outside receivers. Then your safeties are back closer to the hash marks near the middle of the field, somewhere around 10 to 12 yards back. So if you can break through the first level, you've got a chance to run before you encounter any type of resistance from the safeties.
We saw the example of it right there. Now a first carry for their fullback. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. As he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. On third down, they'll try and pick it up with a counter. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. And this looks to probably be the final play.
Let's go! Run!
They'll run it with Johnson. Their goal from the start was...